Ooh, hello. Welcome. Oh, yeah, I got the lights on and everything. I'm just checking everything out. Welcome, 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 everybody. Woo! There we go. Found my old, this is an old sweater, and I ordered this many, many moons ago. I would say this sweater's over, this sweater's like, uh, I would say it's about not 20 years old, about 16 years old or so, thereabouts. Anyways, I ordered this. I ordered one for me and one for my mom. I love the color, and um, the buttons are wooden with real turquoise on them. So that was the other thing, the reason why I bought them. And it's been sitting there, and it's like sort of tattered, but it's kind of, today is that kind of day, pull out an old sweater and put it on and wrap up in it. It's chilly outside here in lovely old Calgary. And I wish it, I mean, I don't mind, a cooler morning and then it heats up during the day. But soon as Calgary just sort of like, boom, we're cold. It's like, like, what do you mean we're just cold? We go from extreme highs of having really hot weather to okay, there's snow on top of the mountains. There's snowing in parts of Calgary. Oh, the joys of living in Alberta and living in Calgary. So, grab your coffee. I got my coffee. Come on in, join me. This is the coffee corner. And I'm so happy that you are here with me. And for those who are just joining for the first time, my name is Mary June Tracy. I am a psychic medium, astrologer, spiritualist, coming in with a little bit of the 411 of the cosmic highway and just having some chit chat, looking at what's happening in the collective consciousness and the cray cray of the world, and wanting to come bring you in so that you can have some calmness and peace in your life today, or maybe not. Depending. For many of you who, because I do astrology, uh, and I am a Scorpio. Scorpio, if you can't tell, can never know which finger to do it in. Yes, I'm a Scorpio. And I will put up some, I'm going to paint a Cancer one. So I do have a Cancer moon and Cancer rising. So I'm a little bit watery. But I do have a lot of Scorpio. I have a fucking a lot of Scorpio, but my Scorpio's in the fifth house, and the fifth house is ruled by Leo. So then again, I have a lot of that lion energy and loudness in me too. So that, although I don't have a lot of fire in my chart, but I do have a lot of fixed water. That's what it is, the fixed water. That's really my signature. Sometimes when you do a signature of a person's chart, and that's interesting, where you go and it's a number system. And so sometimes people will tell me, well, I don't feel like a Pisces or I don't feel like a Leo. These are all what they tell me what Leos are. So when I do a signature, then I find out that, yeah, your sun might be in Leo, but you might be a mutable air sign. So you might be more of a Gemini, or you might be, have more water in your sign, and you might, feel more like a Cancerian or I'm going to sneeze, or a Piscean or something. So this is sometimes, when we're getting to know our chart, it's also understanding sort of our signature of the chart. Doesn't mean that that's taken away from your sun sign or your moon sign. It's just giving you a little bit more info on, oh, okay, that makes more sense of why I feel the way I feel. And I love it. I've had my signature when other astrologers have done my signature. It's just like they look at it and they're just like, yeah, you're you there's nothing else there. You're mainly third quadrant of your sign, or second quadrant of the sign of a fixed water sign. I'm just like, yeah, I know. And sometimes when I say that to people, it's just like, wow, that I have no idea what that means. But it's just another another layer to astrology. That's what it is. Another layer to astrology. It's like when you buy tarot cards, like you can buy the traditional tarot cards, right? Then you can buy a set of tarot cards. I'm just going to bring these ones out over here. Like Spirit of Tarot. Then you can buy another set of tarot cards. And in there is the basic meaning of the tarot is there. Doesn't matter. You can't. An Ace of Wands is always going to be an Ace of Wands. Yet you'll get a card where it has different layers on it. So another layer is put on it. So with the spirit cards, I just pulled out the Ace of Acorns. So one, you have to know, okay, what's an acorn? Is that an earth sign? Is that because, I'm not going to say it's an earth sign. So then you can utilize their little book with that, and it's going to give you the extra layers of understanding more of what that illustrator or the person who channeled this deck wanted to portray to you. There's a herbal tarot deck which adds in the different herbs for each of the suits and each of the major arcanas and along that line. And that's the same way with astrology. Astrology, you have your natal chart. You can have your base chart with the planets and the sun. Then you can add the asteroids, and then you can add the fixed stars, and you can add in different deacons in there, and so it can add on and add on and add on and add on. So there's many layers to the astrology. And what it does, it just will give you a little bit more insight at times. It can confuse the fuck out of you too, but it just opens doorways for you to find out more information, not only about yourself, but when I do readings for people, it opens doorways for me to show more info to help to guide that person. That's what I love about my readings, is that my readings are a counseling session of me, who my antennas, my satellite dish connects to whatever airways that are coming in, to help that person who's coming in for that reading, for that session, for me to help to guide them, to open up doorways for them that they might know they're there, or you might have been questioning them, and I'm just giving you the clarity to help to see them a lot more clear. And the one thing, I've been doing this for 30 some odd years. The thing is that when I'm doing a reading, I'm in that alignment of that reading. That's the thing. I'm in an alignment with the divine, with my guides, your guides, and the energies that need to come forth. When I'm doing the astrology, that's bringing in the planetary aspects and allowing for them to help to do some guidance there too. And one thing about the planets is a planet's going to move where a planet's going to move. You can basically know that this is going to happen when this is going to happen. The sun is going to always rise in the east and set in the west. We always know when there's going to be a new moon and a full moon. It is just one of those things that just happens, and you can't change it. You can't change it. So we know like where the Saturn is, where Pluto is. We know where they are in the sky. And that helps us to understand how that affects your natal chart, your blueprint of what you came in, where the planets were on the day you were born. So when we start to decipher and we start to look at the energies, we can take things, layer by layer. And I did that in the planetary mapping, helping to take things layer by layer, just basic understandings of the astrology and the reasons why we use the 12 signs, and the reason why we use 12, we have 12 houses, and what each of the houses are set up for and what they do. And it just gives us a little bit more clarity. More information and stuff comes through because we have asteroids that are found, like Chiron. Chiron came in sometime in the 30s, and it wasn't really utilized in astrology until after, I think, World War II. When they started to really look at Chiron, it showed things, of, oh, when Chiron, when you find a certain aspect, it showed, oh, well, when Chiron entered Aries, there was, this craziness that started happening, and how things were. No, Chiron was found in the 70s, I think. In the 70s. It was Pluto that they found in the 30s. Sorry, because Pluto, they didn't use it as in astrology as yet until after World War II. And even with Chiron, when they started to find it, it was showing you how like it was in the 70s, and it was in Aries, and a lot of craziness, like with Chiron. Chiron came in with a lot of healing that had to happen during that time. A lot of um the first thing I'm getting is shag carpet and crazy outfits, and you know bold colors, and trying to make a statement, radical. I mean, Chiron in Aries was like radical, political, um rallies were coming out. People were rallying and things like that. And now we're seeing the same thing. We're seeing, like, Paris had a huge, over 1 million people were out at a protest. Australia, there's protesting happening. So these people are coming out. There is this energy, and that's very much like, when we see where Chiron is. Okay, that's when a lot of rallies and protests were coming up in the 70s. And what kind of protests were having happening there? There was also, where the fight against segregation was happening at that time, still in the 70s. So people were fighting against segregation, wanting to bring where people can all use the same bathroom and the same water fountain, and everybody can go into um a stadium, and etc. So these types of rallies were all coming in at that time. So we're seeing somewhat of a repeat, maybe in a little bit of a different way. But what I love about all of this, and how it unfolds, is that there's always a divine plan. There is a divine plan within it all, that the good always wins, that something fabulous comes out of it. And sometimes, and to get there is hell. World War II, where Hitler really followed his astrology, and how he set up his fronts, and um, did his deployments, and everything were set up astrologically, actually. And he didn't take into account where Pluto was and where his Uranus was. And when Pluto and Uranus met up in his chart, that was a time of no. Uranus just said, no, we're not doing this anymore. This is not the divine way. This is not the divine right in what we need to be doing in this world at this time. And Pluto is one who will, like, push you and push you and push you and push you until you realize, is there a different way of doing this? Why do I keep fighting everything in this way? And Pluto brings in where it says, okay, no, you gotta start looking at things in a new way. You want to continue fighting in this way. You want to continue pushing up against this way, and it's wrong. There's something better that comes along, and Pluto rewards you for it. So there is this energy that's coming in today, and I know Mercury's being a little bit of a shit, saying some things to Venus, and Venus may not like it. Like, it might be the truth, but he's delivering it in a wrong way. And along with that, we do have Chiron coming in, and Chiron is the wounded healer. He's coming in to bring in some healing, some energies to help us to relax and say, you know what? Do the best you can today. Do the best you can today. And remind yourself who you are, and the strength and the light that you are. Remind yourself of how wonderful you are. And take some time, pour yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, and um, just sit in some sunshine and allow for that sun to beam down on you. And know that you are graceful, know that you are resilient. Allow for that to come forth. And this is where, it is the whatever you're going through, that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a transformation that's coming. And we need to allow ourselves to come into our creativeness, our prolific, and being the visionaries that we are, and stepping forward in that. And the planets are helping to guide us along that way, along and showing us that there is ways of dealing with things, and when we need to step back and when we need to step forward, when to take action and when not to take action. And this might be a day that something is said that you just don't take action on it, just like, okay, that's nice. And I will bless it. I will say thank you for sharing that with me. And one of the things is yes, there's been the down in the United States, the FDA, even though they haven't finished all their trials, they're still, and there are the two trials that they have had have failed, and they're going for a third trial with this. So have allowed it, and the FDA have passed it. And when I heard that, the very first thing I thought, okay, I really got to trust God that He knows what's going on. I really got to trust that there is something better that's coming in, even amongst all of the more pressures that are coming upon, and standing in my truth, in what I know to be wholeheartedly my whole truth of what I believe in. And even though others may not, and that's the thing, others may not believe in what you're believing in, or um, get pressured to do things they don't want to do. But in order for them to feel a part of society, a part of the world, this is what they have to do. And no judgment. I mean, that's decisions that you have to make. And many people don't make these decisions lightly. So there's others who are like me, who are, if I still worked at certain companies, would I have taken the vaccine? No, I would not. I would have actually quit. Even Starbucks, I would have actually quit. And I know that within myself. I know that when something is being, especially when something's being pushed upon me and saying, you have to do this, my this is why that when the fifth house comes up and that little bit of a Leo comes out in me and says, no, I don't put up with other people's shit. Don't push me to do anything I don't want to do. Because when my back is up against the wall and you're pushing me, I just don't. And feeling, when I feel it, it's wrong. And when I look at the astrology, I know it's wrong. More information I know will come out, and especially after, as we're going further into the fall, and there's going to be a lot of retraction on things, and that's what I see. A lot of things coming where they're the segregation, but then retraction and trying to go back on information that was put out there. So there's going to be some retractions that are going to be coming back, and how they're wanting to change the truth in some way, and that's going to be an interesting how that unfolds, and that's going to be interesting how everything works in that lineup. Just one second, he's not here, and how that energy goes. So for many, if you're fearful, be the best you can today. Don't fall into the fear. Do what you know that feels right for you. And allow yourself to stay in your light. It is so important to stay in your light. It's so important for you to be resilient and know that you are resilient. It is important for you to know that you are a leader and that you are filled with grace and that you are on a spiritual quest. And there is a fine line right now that we are in. And we're going from an old world to a new world. And there is energy into the divine, and there's priorities that we have to go. And they're showing me that there's a lot of frequencies that we have to feel, all different types of frequencies. These aren't timelines, these are different frequencies that are coming in. And yesterday on my I mentioned about, I don't know how that popped out. I mentioned about certain crystals to be using, and one of them was apatite. And this is a rough piece of apatite. And apatite is also a amplifier for others. I don't know how this got up. Anyways, I want this gone. Apatite's an amplifier. So if you're working with other stones, it can amplify those stones. So apatite is a beautiful, beautiful stone. I have actually quite a bit of apatite. So I'm going to bring it out, and it's really pretty. You can get it polished. I don't know if you can see that, but mine's not polished. It's the rough stone, how they find it. And so having the apatite. So, and it's funny because I put on the turquoise today. This is turquoise. And then I found my turquoise. Turquoise is really, turquoise is, they dye it. So this is dyed to look like turquoise, right? And it looks like a little brain. Turquoise is really good for anxiety and bringing and helping you with anxiety. So turquoise is very very calming. It's a very nice calming stone. So I pulled out that, and then the opalite came out for me today. Is that a crack in it? It might be a crack. Opalite is very it's very pretty. And so the opalite coming forth for me today. So it's almost like you can see through it. It's sort of, it has a, well, it's opal. It's an opalite. So bringing in some more calmness for me too. So knowing that, bringing in the different energies and helping you to connect with your divine and with God is important today. And I feel the different frequencies coming in, and especially coming through sort of the back of your chakras. And we have the front, but we also have back of our chakras, right? So coming through the back of my neck and through the back of my head. And I've been getting a lot of weird tingling there lately. So things opening up, allowing for a flow. I feel like a flow going through the front, through the back, because your chakras are like a vortex. So having the apatite is really good for the throat chakra and helps to amplify, clear anything that needs to come out. And I feel like, I just want to sit in a whole medicine wheel, whole grid of the apatite today. I just feel like it's just very soothing. And see, I'm getting tingles up the back. Soon as I took that away, I got tingles up the back. So I can feel a lot of frequencies coming forth and through. And it's almost like when I had my crystal alignment done, we're bringing in the energies of the crystal consciousness and bringing in that energy. So knowing when this energy is coming through, taking a moment to prioritize what is the priority with the energies that are opening up as you are walking upon your quest, walking upon your earth walk. So this is guiding you and helping to guide you with the energies that are coming forth. And the guidance is opening up for you to be able to facilitate a lot more energies that and frequencies that are going to come in. Not everybody's going to be able to download a lot of these frequencies. Just an FYI, it is being able to open up to the frequencies is going to be important. But they're just showing me some people will want to download it, but they're having interference. So having appetite or turconite or quartz with tourmaline coming in will help to open those doorways because of blockages that might be within inside of you, or if you've if you've had the thing, you might need the crystals just to help you to create an more of an open channel for yourself. Okay. And to be that channel. So just an FYI, you might be needing that channel. This is another quartz here, and needing that channel. Whoa. Of what you might need to help to integrate a lot of the new energies, some of the energies that are coming forth to help you work to prioritize. They keep on telling me prioritize the divine energy. So the divine energy is coming in, strongly. It's always coming in, but there's like, it's almost like it's on an angle of hitting us more intensely, and people are going to be feeling this more intensely, especially through their back. So really being mindful of your back, of the back of your neck, your shoulders and your shoulder blades. So if you have any issues with the shoulders, with your back, lower back, spine, back of the neck, and headaches in the back. So if you're getting any headaches, maybe, bringing in these crystals. Fennel keeps coming in, fennel essential oils, and bringing those essential oils around too. Fennel and bergamot is another one that's coming in. So to help you with some of these, the frequencies that are coming in, and the frequencies are coming through the harmonic waves. And the harmonic waves are very turquoisey blue. And I know Saint Germain is there, but he works with the purple violet flame, but this is the blues that are coming in. So it's like the fifth harmonic of energies that are coming forth, and working with that fifth harmonic energies of blue. So bring blue around you. Wear turquoise or blue will really help to give you that energy that you need so that you can prioritize the divine's frequencies that are coming forth. And they are going to be intense. Just saying. So there you go. So I'm kind of like all over the place, kind of mellow today. What do we have today? We have my sale going on. So we have the sale that's happening today. And if you are wanting to get on the sale, and we also have the schools open. So yeah, my daughter just came in, and her frequency sometimes messes me up because I can pick up on what's going on with her. Really weird. So I left my door open because nobody was home, or everybody was downstairs. So that's funny. So registration for Journey Club and the chakra class is there. So if you want to register for that, or if you want to get on the reading sale for a personal session, you can get a hold of me through thegurumama.com or through Facebook Messenger or Instagram. I am there at the Guru Mama. So I'm going to send you off with so much love today, and just watch those frequencies coming in. Some of them might knock you down a little bit. I feel like there's some quite intense energies coming forth. Don't get upset when somebody says something to you today, because Mercury may say something that doesn't align with the way that you like it to be said. So somebody might be just, you know, pushing your buttons today. It might be true, but you may not want to hear it the way that it was said to you. So honor that. Have a great day, and may the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Have a blessed one, everybody, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.